All right, good morning. So we are going to talk about some items, safety items regarding our floral fridge. So right here, right now, we are in the floral shop on campus. It's right attached to my classroom. And so you guys can see our floral fridge does go back pretty far. We do have a rather large fridge. So we do have these lovely glass doors here that allow us to be able to see really easily into our floral fridge so that we can see what stock we have available. It also allows our customers to be able to see like colors and things that we have of flowers. Now, some safety items regarding our floral fridge. Make sure that you guys are asking permission before you are using the floral fridge. So every time people go in and out or the floral fridge door is left open, it's going to raise the temperature and it's going to get warmer in our floral fridge. Flowers need to be kept at a certain temperature to keep them lasting longer. So if it gets too warm in our floral fridge, it can take a long time for it to cool down. So that constant change in temperature is not good for our flowers and they will not last as long as they should. So make sure that you guys are asking permission before you are using the floral fridge. Another question that I have a lot from kids is asking if we can put like personal items in here, like our lunch or something like that. So even though your lunch may be delicious for you and all of that, your food does release a gas called ethylene gas. And essentially that gas causes our flowers to mature much quicker, and it changes the how long they have for their vase life. So we try not to keep any type of food items in our floral fridge. So that is a concern for me. We do not allow any type of personal belongings in here. Also about our floral fridge, if there was, you guys can see the floor down here, it is a concrete, it's a slick cement. So we need to make sure that we are cleaning the floor of our floral fridge and keeping it pristine. There's a couple reasons behind that. Number one, people can slip. Floral, we use a lot of water, and so it's very easy to slip in our floral fridge, and the ground is not very forgiving. The second item is if there is trash, if there's debris on the ground, it can actually breed bacteria in here, which can kind of infect our flowers, and we can have flowers die because of it. When flowers are in here, we need to make sure that they are inside the bucket. So you guys can see I have some buckets up here of what they would look like, you know, just regular Home Depot stuff, okay? But even though our flowers are stored in the floral fridge where it's much cooler, it's usually about 37 degrees in here, they still need to be in water. As soon as flowers are cut in the field, they are dying. And so they only have a certain amount of days and a certain amount of time before they are gone for good. And so one of the ways that we can make sure our flowers last longer is making sure they have access to water at all times. And so anytime flowers are in our floral fridge or even out in the classroom, they need to be kept in water. So if you go to take a stem out of the bucket, you need to make sure that all the other flowers in that bucket are still in the water. And so we only fill our buckets about a third of the way full. And so you need to make sure that all of those stems are down deep into that water and that they have constant access to that water. When we go to clean our buckets, so our buckets need to be cleaned and the water refreshed about every 3 days. And so someone will be assigned to go through and refresh the buckets. When we go to do that, we need to make sure that we're using some type of disinfectant. Sometimes, even when we have flowers in there, I will put some type of disinfectant in there. It doesn't harm the flowers, it actually keeps them alive longer. It decreases the bacterial growth in the water. But we need to make sure that we are disinfecting them. I have a floral disinfectant called Floral that we use. And a lot of times we'll also clean our buckets with just regular Comet. We get the one that has a little bit of bleach in it. So it goes through and it does disinfect them. When we are disinfecting buckets, we need to make sure that we're turning them upside down and we're letting all of that water drain out. Sometimes we will roll these racks outside and we'll put them outside on the racks. Sometimes we'll just put them out on the concrete, but we need to make sure that our buckets are fully dry before we try to put flowers in there again, because it helps kill and destroy that bacteria having a period of time where there isn't water in there allows that bacteria, any algae or anything like that to die before we go through and put new flowers in there. So those are some of the safety concerns regarding our floral fridge.